Hi guys, a quick one today talking about the desktop timer. So if we take a look, the first thing you want to know if you're not familiar with it is how to turn it on, which is under settings and then system, and then we can enable the static desktop timer and you'll see that the timer appears. And we'll go back to the main screen. Now at this point, if we click on the timer and drag it around, we can position it wherever we'd like to position it. This pop-up comes up allowing you to save the location across all your stations. That way it's in the same spot in all your stations. We'll just say no for now. And wherever you position it, that's where it's going to stick. You can also resize it by double clicking, which will bring up the resize option, and then just bring it to where you want to go and then resize it the size you want. Again, the pop-up will come up. We'll just say yes for this time. And if we double click again, that will turn off resizing. And again, you can position it wherever you would like. Yes. Now, one thing to note is when we first turn on the desktop timer, it will stay on top of all the screens until we've started a session, which we are going to do now. So to see how it works, we're going to start a session and see the timer start. And we can see the customer's name at the bottom, which is one advantage of using the desktop timer. And then you can see, of course, that the countdown begins. And it'll, of course, disappear at the end of the session, which we're going to mimic now. Session is ended, and you can see that the timer has vanished and no longer appears. But for those of you that don't want to use the timer, but do want to use the name feature, that is a possibility as well. So for an escape room, for example, I can start a session. I can replace the time with a word of choice. Customer's name is still there, and theoretically the time is counting down. It's just not showing up on the timer. And if we end it again, we'll see that the timer, quote unquote timer with no time, disappears. And that's that quick tip on the desktop timer. Thanks very much, guys.